Richard, the announcement this week, we have a new manager. Tell us about how this has come together.
Well, there was a disappointing end to the season, I think, for all. We sort of got very close to the finishing line and just failed. So yeah, a disappointing end, and we felt a change was needed. We again are always flattered by the history of Kidderminster Harriers Football Club. How many people reached out? How many very, very, very experienced managers throughout all the leagues reached out to us and said, look, we're interested. So we were again inundated with agents and requests for meetings. Our director of football, Dean Holsworth, sifted obviously all through those and came up with a very small number that fitted exactly what we required. Went through again an extensive list of requirements, making sure we had the right person for the job. And after a final interview with Adam, I was blown away in terms of his football experience as a player and obviously his management experience. Very, very impressed with his skills in terms of what he has achieved, but also his detail. We're very, very, very detailed in what we want in terms of analysis for players, etc. I think what really hit home for me was just the real person, just standard, just one of us, Birmingham boy, worked hard for everything he's got, and just felt that belief, that passion, that real desire to come to a great club and one of the biggest non-league clubs, as we all know, to drive our desire here, to make sure we continue to win. His home experience last year at Eastbourne just demonstrated that he knows what to do for the crowd at home. So yeah, it just ticked every box, and I'm very, very excited.
And there are some connections as well, aren't there? As you say, he has local roots, if you like. He played here for a short period, and it feels like he knows what we want as well, which is important.
Yeah, the homework that these guys do against the opposition and what he knows about Kidderminster. I hate to think sometimes through the interview that he sort of knew a lot more than me sometimes, which is I suppose impressive. But yeah, there's passion there. There's belief there in terms of he's played at this level. He was here when the Harriers were flying higher than we are now in terms of league status. So yeah, he's committed to the cause, and I think that dedication, that the detail and dedication that he showed us through his career and what he's been doing, it was just an easy decision in the end.
And you must be excited already for the season to start. There's a good energy about the place, isn't there? There's no dwelling on kind of what's gone before at the end of last season, which obviously was difficult to take. Everyone's already sort of focused on moving forwards.
Yeah, I spoke to a lot of the main partners we have and main sponsors. Do try and engage a little bit with fans as well in terms of some of the forums that we can listen to, and everyone's really, really excited about what we can do. We missed out slightly, and I think just a few tweaks here and there. We are retaining as many players as we can. There will be some some lists coming out and some very positive news, but it stands in good stead for next season. I think there's a couple of tweaks. I think we can again kick on. Minimum is obviously playoffs, and again the wish would be to try and be in the same position we were this season or last season, to say one game we can win the league. So it's all looking good.
You've mentioned the support we've had, not only from the partners and sponsors and corporate support, if you like, but from the terraces and the stand as well, because the attendances again throughout this season really stood up. There's fantastic support for the club, and it's created an entity, I suppose, over the last 3 or 4 years where the club itself now is in a stable and has solid foundations and just kind of ready to build. The manager said yesterday it's a club that he feels is ready to move, and that's how it feels, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been 5 years since we took over here at the club, and we have created off-pitch a very, very stable business. And that's really due to, again, partner sponsors and the fans. They all contribute financially to the club, and I think everybody involved with the club can only thank them. And turning out in the numbers towards, well, most of the season, to be fair, we had a couple of dips in the season, which matched obviously our form, but overall everybody turned out and supported the team, not just at home but away. I mean, every chairman or owner or shareholder of a club we go and play against, they're always thanking us to say thank you for bringing so many fans. And again, it just shows how big Kidderminster are and how passionate we are about football here. And we think with Adam coming along, the sponsors will continue to love his style of football and his winning ways. And again, through the fans, I think a little bit of social media, I've been seeing that with a lot of rumours going around is now this announcement will come out that hopefully people will realise we've done a really good job in getting this guy.
And you mentioned the years that you've been here. I mean, just as a quick recap, when you think about the FA Cup run, the kind of challenges towards the playoffs, getting in the playoffs, getting promoted, fighting to try and stay in the National League, and then of course last season, if you're looking to buy a season ticket here, there's always something to fight for, isn't there?
There is. I've been very lucky since I've owned the club to have a lot of highs. Was that a big low last season? A lot of people might see it as not a big low, but I think because of the highs we've had, it's a balance, and unfortunately life has a way of giving you that balanced approach. We reflect, can we do that again? Our desire is there to do well in every cup, in the FA Trophy and the FA Cup, and to win the league. But if I was really honest, if I had to sort of forego FA Cups and FA Trophies to win this league and get promoted, then I would always do that. And then we can worry about the cups when we're in maybe the next league. But our focus is to continue to drive this club and have that passion to always be better. And if it's on the field or off the field, if it's the foundation, if it's the community, we're all driving to make sure we're better every week, every month and every season.